What's going on, everyone? This is Yasser. In this video, I'm going to talk about my own personal university experience. If you're thinking of coming to university or you're already in university and you're thinking about your decision, maybe this will give you some things to think about. And just so you know whether it was worth it for me or not. The first time I went to university was in Malaysia. I went there at the age of 18. I did my bachelor's in business there. And the second time I did it in Canada, where I finished my master's in education. Now, I just want to give you guys some background. When I was going to university, my parents were the ones funding it. I was very lucky in that way. I was very immature. I did not know anything about what I wanted to do for a career. I just wanted to get out of the country. I was in Pakistan, I didn't want to stay, and I literally wanted to go anywhere else. So I went to university strictly on the basis of non-academics. I wanted to go to a new country, explore, meet new people, live the university life I saw in movies and TV shows. That's why I went. And if you tell a kid, hey, you're 18 years old, you want to go abroad? We'll give you $50,000. You think I'm gonna say no? So now at the age of 25 with 2 degrees under my belt, what do I think? Is university worth it? Just so you guys know, this is very subjective. This is my personal experience. You might have a completely different set of circumstances that might affect whether it's worth it for you. I know it's really cliche and they say university is going to be the best time of your life, but for me, genuinely, university was the best time of my life. In fact, I've made some really good memories. Some memories I'd really like to forget, but others I want to keep because I want to forget them. For example, on my 24th birthday, my birthday cake was a live lobster with candles all around it, and it was the single creepiest thing I've ever seen in my life. I have some very strange friends. But these are the things that I would remember for the rest of my life. Now, should you go to university for lobsters? No. You can get much cheaper shellfish elsewhere. When I went to university, I had no idea what I wanted to do. And that's where university came in. It gave me the chance to experiment with different things. I would never in a million years think that I'd be someone who would speak in front of an audience and be completely comfortable. I was shy. I was an introvert. That was me until I started public speaking. And yeah, it was super hard, but eventually got used to it. And then I thought maybe I could make a career out of this. And university really gave me that option of trying out things that I wasn't really seeking out. Moreover, you get the chance to meet mentors. I met mentors in public speaking, in social media management, in Instagram, YouTube management. I met people who were really good at meditating and how that benefited their life. And I discovered all these different avenues in life that I was really interested in but knew nothing about up until that point. And then you take all the skills you have and combine them, all the passion you've learned in university, and you combine them together and you find something you really want to do with your life. And if there's anything university has helped me with, is finding my passion. Now, should you spend $50,000 just to find your passion? It depends on how much money you have. But if my parents hadn't paid, if I had to shell out 50 grand for my own hard-working pocket, you think I would have gone to college? There isn't a chance in hell. Now, say I knew exactly what I wanted to do. Say I wanted to be a professional public speaker. Would I spend $20,000 to $50,000 on a 4-year university degree to learn that skill? No. I would find someone who's really good at it. I would take a 4 to 6 week, maybe a 6-month intensive course, learn what I have to, and go straight into the industry. I don't have to spend 4 years in class to learn to do something. The best way you learn to do something is by doing it. And I'll give you an example. I had a sales job 2 years ago, and I learned more on my first day of work than I did in the entire 4 years of my business degree. No amount of reading can beat actual experience. And that's really my problem at university. I don't think it's the most efficient way of learning something. You don't need to spend 3 hours in class for 4 years, 3 years, whatever it is to learn something. There are many faster ways and more efficient, up-to-date ways, I would argue, depending on the university, of course. But in my undergraduate, I noticed a lot of what they were teaching were just redundant, basic, common sense. And this is very subjective to the field you're in as well. You might need certain amount of hours or certain classes. But in my field, I was a business student. I didn't necessarily need to spend 3 hours in class for 4 years just to, for example, know the difference between a manager and a leader. It's just not worth it. So the 2 main things I got out of university were, 1, I found my passion. I did so many different things that eventually I stumbled across what I wanted to do. I wanted to communicate, I wanted to teach, and the only way I was able to find that out is because I experimented with extracurricular activities in university. The second thing is it provided me with mentors who gave me a shortcut to getting better at all these things. I came into university having no clue what I wanted to do, and if I graduated, the one thing I got out of university was knowing exactly what I wanted to do with my career. And a bonus one is just getting to go abroad. I've always wanted to go abroad. This is something that I've wanted to do since I was a child, and I wouldn't trade this experience for anything. I went to university not because of the academics, but because I wanted to leave my country and go to a new environment. But if I were spending 20 to 50 grand on just my academics, there is no way in hell I would spend that kind of money again. So do I think university is worth it? For me, it was very well worth it. But there's certain caveats to that. It's only worth it because my parents were paying for it. But at the end of the day, if I can be self-reliant, if I can do what I love instead of working a grindy 9-to-5 job, I'm happy. So if you're someone considering university or you're in university, some questions to ask yourself are, why do you want to go to university? Do you want to do it because you're going for the academics, or you just want to go to a new country? Or do you have a specific skill set that you want to learn, or a specific job you want that only a degree will get you? Hopefully this video helped out, gave you some factors to consider when going to university or considering going to university. But let me know as well, if you've been to university, was it worth it for you? How much money did you spend? And most importantly, what did you end up learning? Share in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I will see you in the next one.